Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back for your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about XinFin Network, aka XDC, so let's just dive in. And let's start off with this tweet here from myself. This is going back to the end of May. I said, right on par with what is happening around trade finance, digitization is playing a vital role in the restructuring of nearly every single industry/sector. And the World Bank is more so talking about container ports and how they play a crucial role in connecting countries to the global economy. But what exactly makes an efficient port, they're asking? They're more so centered out on the gaps around this area and also the opportunities for improvement. Now, if we actually look into this, they do mention digitization offers an opportunity to measure and compare container port performance in a robust and reliable manner. New technologies, increased digitization and growing willingness on the part of industry stakeholders to work collectively towards system-wide improvements have created the capacity and opportunity to measure and compare container port performance. Now, also within this, right, if we digitize the entire business flow, meaning going back all the way to the documents themselves, it becomes a lot more efficient. In fact, there was a post by XinFin themselves going all the way back to March of 2020. How tokenization can resolve electronic bills of lading issues. Now, within this, they do mention the speed and ease of transfer reduces administrative costs, simplifies dealing with errors, and reduces risk of fraud. And we do see today the international shipping industry accounts for close to 90% of global trade. In fact, shipping is the lifeblood of today's global trade economy. Now, if we do scroll all the way down, it's pretty much all the way at the end. We do see, however, blockchain technology makes it possible to offer an open system to shipping stakeholders, again, crucial. Transactions are recorded on a block-by-block basis, and each block is added through a computationally difficult puzzle. Therefore, blockchain can remedy problems facing EBLs and EBLs platforms. With blockchain, an open and decentralized system illustrated in figure 1, which it's gone. I don't know even if the source is still there. So apparently, yeah, it is. But nonetheless, we do see with blockchain, an open and decentralized system allows synchronizing of ledgers held by all the participants. This allows participants in the shipping industry to reach a consensus based on the priority of their transactions. At the same time, the blockchain solution offers a more secure and transparent platform. That's because key stakeholders throughout the process can check the EBLs, and it's not possible to edit or forge blockchain-based electronic documents. But you might be asking, well, when does this go live? When does this all happen? Because, we are seeing tokenization becoming a big key player. We know TradeFinix is a big player. We know Trade Tech becoming a giant. We know all of this is happening. But when does it finally go live? Well, the biggest key to it all, it is the Electronic Trade Documents Bill. This is essentially MLETR. And what's wild about this is that I don't think a lot of people really focus on this too much. I understand that we've been talking about it. We sound like a broken record on this channel, but as we really kind of look at the Electronic Trade Documents Bill, it's crucial. It's essentially ISO 20022, which is a harmonized approach to messaging standardization with banks and payments. This is very similar to that, where this would essentially be the harmonization approach around trade finance digitization. And this just got updated actually on the 13th. And we do see the current version of the bill. Here you guys have it. And you could see that this is almost in the final stages. It passed all through the House of Lords. And now we are at the committee stage of the House of Commons. We are so damn close to the final stages. I'm very, very excited about this. And you know why I'm very excited about this? Because the Electronic Trade Documents Bill is the key to it all. When we look at Finastra, we do see prepare for the Electronic Trade Documents Bill. This is with Anigio and Lloyd's Bank. If you guys do want to go watch it, you guys are more than welcome to. It's 59 minutes long. The Electronic Trade Documents Bill is coming soon. Find out what it means for digital trade finance and how you can use technology to accelerate digitization now. And we do see that the Electronic Trade Documents Bill is coming soon, very, very soon, probably within the next, I would argue, 2-3 months maybe. Find out what it means for digital trade finance and how you could use technology to accelerate digitization now. We live in an increasingly digital world. However, trade finance is still relying on physically transporting paper documents. With around 4 billion paper trade documents in circulation, the cost of printing, storage, retrieval, scanning, and mailing add up significantly. This is before you factor in the cost involved with fraud risk, errors, environmental impact, and the lack of efficiency from manual processing. Join our upcoming webinar with speakers from Finastra, Inizio, and Lloyd's Banking Group. And again, they're more so talking about accelerating digital trade through new legislation and how technology now aligns with market practice and legislation. Do you know what they're talking about? They're talking about DLT, blockchain technology. This is crucial. And Finastra is a massive giant. I've been talking about Finastra for so long, especially around Ripple with XRP. 84 out of the top 100 banks, 200 plus fintech apps connected, 8.1 thousand customers from global banks to credit unions, and 3.5 thousand employees. This is a very large giant. I've talked about Finastra many times in the past. You probably already know about Finastra. They're centered out on disruptive and transformative technology, especially within the digital cloud, banking as a service, and so much more. This is a company to watch for if you haven't already. But yeah, they're getting ready for, electronic trade, especially around the electronic trade documents bill, because they know that digitization is happening now. Acceleration, well, it's all the way down, right? Like the gas pedals to the floor. Things are moving extremely fast. I know that things might seem like they're moving slow, but guys, we are so damn close. We are nearly in the final stages of this bill. And from there, yeah, we're going to still need a little bit more time, but these things, they're happening, and they're happening in real time. Now also, we do see from March of this year, how to get ready for the upcoming UK electronic trade documents bill. If we scroll all the way down, here's a quote actually from the HSBC UK. This is from their head of global trade and receivables finance. This change is vital for ambitious UK businesses who are eager to pursue international growth. As highlighted in Going Global for Growth, HSBC UK's latest research into businesses' attitudes towards international growth and expansion, 53% of the 2,100 businesses surveyed said international sales were critical to their growth. Given the clear ambition and drive displayed by the UK businesses to trade internationally, this change in legislation has never been more necessary. By recognizing digital documents, trade will be easier, faster, and more secure for businesses. Huge environmental benefits will also be realized from the reduced use of paper and emissions from couriers. And yeah, this is very, very exciting. And there's a few other quotes in here as well. This is an important step in the journey towards creating a digital standard of one of the most cost-heavy and troublesome components in the shipping industry. A fully digitized bill of lading enables a more seamless customer experience across the supply chain, and in turn, it will help democratize trade and reduce time and cost for all involved parties. The need for digitization in logistics is urgent, and the industry needs to speed up the process. And yeah, it is an urgent area of focus. This is why I say, this is crucial. All the banks, the big bankers, the businesses out there, they are all focused on this. And I want you guys to understand that, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to happen pretty quick. I would argue within the next couple months, possibly even maybe a year, 2 years. Like even here, the International Chamber of Commerce has estimated that digitizing trade documents could generate 25 billion pounds in new economic growth by 2024 and free up 224 billion pounds in efficiency savings. That's why they are trying to get this out as soon as possible. But this electronic trade documents bill is crucial for it all. And also, MLATR, overview of the UNCentral model law on electronic transferable records. This is crucial as well. Adopted in 2017, the model law on electronic transferable records, MLATR, enables the use in electronic form of bills of lading, promissory notes, etc. Seen as a key enabler of digital trade financing and paperless trade facilitation, supports the use of emerging technologies developments such as blockchain, IoT, and smart contracts. This is the key for it all. And you can see the core issues: certain commercial documents and instruments incorporate the right to delivery of goods or payment of sums of money. Bills of lading, bills of exchange, promissory notes, warehouse receipts, checks, letters of credit, insurance policy, certificates. The incorporation of the right to delivery or payment presupposes the use of a tangible medium, paper. And then they also talk about the background here. They go in depth a little bit more on MLATR, but here is the one thing that we need to focus on, which is enabling law. No new regulation or prescription. Technology neutral, compatible with registry, token, and DLT or distributed ledger based blockchain systems. This is why it is so crucial for MLATR to be a harmonized approach, because it allows for DLT and blockchain technology to finally be adopted in, and ultimately bring an efficiency to trade finance that we will never see unless we actually have blockchain technology incorporated within the system. And I believe that's already happening. We've talked a little bit about the connections with XinFin, with a few other players like Swift. I mean, there's a lot of exposure here through things like Trade Phoenix and Trade Tech themselves. But also, the World Trade Organization also mentioned XinFin multiple times in this new 2022 PDF. I know it's not 2023. I get it's a year old, but we do see the promise of trade tech policy approaches to harness trade digitization. And if we look here, we can see that Trade Phoenix and Trade Tech is mentioned here, along with, of course, XinFin multiple times. And we do see that the contributors and reviewers, well, they're even from XinFin themselves, or at least one individual, which is the co-founder of XinFin. But up here, yeah, they do mention it quite a bit around Trade Phoenix and Trade Tech. These are going to be the two solutions, in my opinion, that become a major player around the digitization of trade finance. But also, like, to me personally, if we look at what's happening around a lot of these industries, I've talked about it even with cross-border payments and many other industries, it takes time. Like, these things take time, but they are happening. And what's crazy is that, like, the Parliament, the UK Parliament, this is their website around the electronic trade documents bill. Yeah, this is from their website as well. This is a PDF file on the solution for electronic trade documents bill evidence. International trade is ever growing in complexity as every nation seek to improve their border compliance for imports and facilitate access to export markets for their domestic producers. Within this, they do talk about digitization, and they talk about even cross-border processes around digitizing them. Because again, all of this will allow for trade digitization to become a full-on thing. And what we will see is all of those problems and those inefficiencies, completely gone. But the problem is, right, is that it's been attempted by a few companies in the past, but they have only added to the problem by creating digital islands witnessing poor adoption. So they need a bridge. And guess what the solution for that is? Blockchain networks. Decentralized architecture using a blockchain network, trade documents and self-issued as verifiable credentials by traders, e.g. invoices, waybills, or issued by a competent authority, e.g. certificates and permits to the trader who stores them in their own systems. The documents are digitally signed by the issuer using an identity created and owned by the issuer. The digital documents typically also have a human-friendly view that looks like the paper equivalent, but with a QR code that links to the encrypted digital version. The documents are exchanged via any convenient method, email attachment, portal upload, API automation, even as a QR printed on the corresponding goods. The exchange method is not important because the security is built into the document itself. Any party that receives a document can verify its integrity and confirm the identity of the issuer. There is no dependency between issuer and verifier. This method works well for long supply chains where each party just does their job. There are no centralized hubs nor any need for EDI connections. And then this is what does the solution use? MLETR. This is why MLETR is so crucial for it all. And guess what? It solves the problem that many other companies have tried to solve, but all they did was create digital islands and make the problem worse. And here you have XinFin. They're talking literally about XinFin here. This is proof within this PDF file. This, I believe, all of this evidence was actually submitted by XinFin themselves. But again, like, this is disruptive technology. This is why I focus on what XinFin is doing, because like all of the components are laid out here, right? You have, it centered out on the electronic bill of lading. Also, negotiable instruments. There's a lot of them. Inigio is a key player as well. Simplify the entire endorsement chain. Financing parties are able to verify and endorse the trades. Tokenization of trade documents. Democratization of trade finance by enabling payment using ISO 20022. Frauds-free trades as all data are verifiable. Crucial. This is all crucial. And you know what's wild about this? Is that most people won't even realize how big this is until it actually happens. For those out there that actually understand XinFin, understand XDC, get it, you've been probably doing research for years now. You don't need me to tell you how big it's going to most likely be. It's a $19 trillion market, or I should say industry. And the gap is a $3 to $5 trillion area. So, there's a lot of money here. There's a lot of money here. I don't know how much XinFin is going to acquire, but hey, even 1%, would change the way that XinFin looks today. And I'm just very excited about the future. I know things take time. I know this is going to take some time. But guys, digitization is an urgent issue. And they are trying to push this as fast as possible. And it's happening. The electronic trade documents bill, it's happening. And it's almost at the final stages. I'm so damn excited about this. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. This is up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Wherever you guys are on this beautiful world, it's been Nick. Peace out, guys.